Hello everyone, I'm Nick. Welcome to Hogwarts. Let's continue our Hogwarts mystery. Chapter 10. So, before I complete this year 1, I want to complete the side quest first. With the Hagrid 2 fairy tale. Get a fairy for Hagrid. Like, I finally get enough books to get this fairy. So yes, let's continue with the forest, care for creatures. And get this fairy. Adopt this creature, fairy, a small humanoid creature known for its vanity. Yep. Adopt. Okay, so adopt the fairy, done. Work with your fairy. You got a fairy, great. Bring it to the care of magical creatures classroom. What? Okay. Work with your fairy. Care for magical creatures. Work with your fairy. Care for magical creatures. What am I supposed to do here now? Hagrid? Oh, there you are. Nick, I see you've brought a fairy. Just like I promised, this is fairy. I've been feeding and taking care of it. Actually, I never feeding it before. Nice to meet you, fairy. Buzz. It seems fairy's not my biggest fan. That's perfect. It is, but wouldn't it be better if the fairy like and trusted me? Think about it, Hagrid. If you can figure out how to convince fairy to listen to you now, you should have no problem persuading the fairies in your garden to move. Then I can relocate them before Professor Snape can find them. Well, good plan. Exactly. So, where should we start? You're the creature expert, Hagrid. I should be asking you that question. To be honest, Nick, I haven't got much experience working firsthand with fairies. I know they're vain and they're always primping and preening. What is that? But I'm not sure how they'll help us. That's why I was hoping you have an idea on how to win over a fairy. Bribe the fairy with food? Yeah, that's probably work. Be stern with the fairy? Nah. Flatter the fairy? Okay, flatter. You should try to bond with the fairy by flattering it. Then it'll be more likely to listen to you. Good idea, Nick. Fairies are vain creatures after all. Go on then, Hagrid. See if you can get it to come around to you with flattery. Your wings are looking quite nice today, fairy. Bzz. In fact, you must be the prettiest fairy I've ever seen. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Making a move on fairy, Hagrid. It worked. Fairies really warm out to me. Brilliant. Now we move. Now we know flattery is the way to go. With a little polish, I bet we could perfect a way to persuade fairies. Okay. Work with your fairy. Let's do this. I should have brought a tiny comb. What? You might be able to lure the fairies out of the garden with a mirror. Buzz. Like, what is this buzzing thing? Fairy seems to be buzzing happily. I'd say we're doing something right. Think a fairy'll eat my rock cakes? Probably. If they don't lose their teeth. Fairy seems to respond better. Best to praise. Buzz at my fairy talk is a bit rusty. So you can talk to fairy. Fairies got me a bit self-conscious. Try complimenting its hair, Hagrid. Okay. I'd say we're doing something right, indeed. Success! Try complimenting its hair. Collect! Buzz! Still buzzing. This proves it. Playing to a fairy's vanity is the best way to persuade it. If you try that with the fairies in your garden, you should have no problem convincing them to move. This is great, Nick. I can't wait to try it out. Hold on, Hagrid. It might be a good idea if I study fairies a bit more first. That way I'll know how best to react in case something goes wrong. A little extra studying never hurt anybody, I suppose. I'll go and do some more research, then meet you when I'm finished. Work with your fairy done. Gain 150 knowledge points. Hurry and learn more about fairies so we can save the ones in my garden. Okay, so what am I supposed to do? Gain 150 knowledge points? Okay, let's feed the fairy first then. Fairy. Bond. Fierce 1? What is this level? Feed. Plus 3. How do you eat something that big? What the? Okay. Gain 150 knowledge points, right? So it's gonna take some time. Alright then. Yup, potion classroom.
Do you expect applause?
Collect. Level up, knowledge 12. Gain 150 knowledge, done. Meet with Hagrid. Come to the training grounds, Nick. It's urgent. So what's going on? Meet with Hagrid, training grounds. Go. Meet with Hagrid. Hey, that's the fairy. Hagrid, what's going on? Thanks for coming and bringing your fairy, Nick. Hagrid, what's the matter? We weren't supposed to meet up until later. It's Professor Snape. I saw him looking around my hut for fairies. He's already begun to hunt for them for the fairy wings? I know I told you I'd wait before I started relocating them, but there wasn't any time. So I took advantage of Professor Snape returning to the castle for supplies to talk to the fairies. You made the right call, Hagrid. How did it go? Good at first. I was able to use what we learned about flattering fairies to persuade them to move. In fact, I was in the process of relocating the fairies one by one. Oh, wow. When Professor Snape returned. Oh no! Thankfully, I had already relocated all but one of them. But the last fairy was so startled by Professor Snape that it flew off towards the castle. That's why I called you a fairy here. You and your fairy here. I figured the best way to find a fairy is with another fairy. Well, good thinking. So, will you two help me find the missing one before Professor Snape does? It headed in this direction. Of course, Hagrid. Let's search around a bit. I'm sure we'll find the missing fairy. Buzz. Okay. Searching for fairy. Find the missing fairy. Start. Where could it be? Like, the school ground is very huge, right? At least all the other fairies are safe in the magical creature reserves. Great. I'm not sure if that was a big bug or a small fairy. Are you gonna buzz? Wait. I hope Professor Snape hasn't found the missing fairy yet. Fairy seems to be on to something. Do you know something, fairy? Talk to me. Instead of calling for the fairy, should I buzz for it? Well, if you can speak to them, that would be nice, Hagrid. I wanna talk to this fairy. Buzz. Great. Fairy seems more interested in grooming than searching. Huh. Success! Collect. That's odd. There's no sign of a fairy around here. Besides you, of course. But I could have sworn I saw it come this way. Did you say you're looking for a fairy? Yes, one of Hagrid's. Did you happen to see one, Penny? Actually, yes, in the potion classroom. Though it was such an odd sight, I thought I must have imagined it. Oh no, Professor Snape will find it for sure. Don't worry, Hagrid. I have a plan. Penny, I promised Hagrid that I'll help prevent Snape from finding the fairy and taking its fairy wings. But in order to do that, I need your help. Will you rescue the fairy from the potions classroom while I distract Snape? I'm not sure, Nick. I'd rather not do anything to get on Professor Snape's bad side. But if you've got a convincing reason, I might change my mind. Snape's like you? What? Hagrid's isn't an option. You're the only one I can trust. Well, I gain level 3 with Penny. Apparently it's not enough. Alright. Snape likes you, Penny. Penny, you're the only person I know who Snape actually likes. If something goes wrong, you can reason with him and he might actually listen to you. You're exaggerating, Nick. Snape likes you just as much as me. Penny, he often pretends not to hear me when I ask him a question. I see your point. Alright, Nick. I'll help you find the fairy and get it out of the potions classroom. I personally don't see the harm in collecting a fairy's wings for potions, but this is clearly important to you and Hagrid, so I'm willing to lend a hand. Thanks, Penny. You're the best. But I really don't know anything about working with fairies. If I do find Hagrid's missing fairy, how will I make it listen? Buzz. Flattering it should work, but just in case, you can take my fairy along with you. Buzz that like that. Just buzz to them. Having another one of its kind around might help the lost fairy feel more comfortable. That's a good idea, Nick. But that's a big task for a fairy. I'd recommend you spend more time bonding with your fairy first. Then it's settled. I'll make sure my fairy trusts me and meet you in the potions classroom, Penny. Don't worry, Hagrid. We'll get the fairy to safety soon. So I need to bonding. Meet with Hagrid done. You'll need to bond with your fairy before it can help you. Reach max level trust with the fairy. What? Oh, it's gonna take a while. Yep. Reach max level trust with the fairy. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. Alright then. Well, since I can't complete this fairy tale side quest yet, let's focus on the other side quest. Dare to Duel. Let's complete this one. Dueling Room, Dueling Club. Huh. Yeah, from what I learned from dueling thing, apparently Flipendo does a lot of damage and can win you the duel, apparently. Unless you're stunned. One more hit. Let's go aggressive. Collect.
Helping others
Quest
is its
complete.
own
Dare to
reward.
duel. Collect. Collect again. Well, not optimal, but nah. Win 50 duels now. Keep improving your dueling skills. You'll never know when they'll come in handy. Okay. Win 50 duels? Wow. Alright then. Well, I guess it's time for us to finish the year. Your first year at Hogwarts is at end. Be sure to check your House Cup standings before graduating. So let's graduate. I'm gonna change the outfit to the original one. So it's gonna be more appropriate for graduating. Gather in the Great Hall. Great Hall. Alright, Great Hall. Gather in the Great Hall. Whoa, that's Ravenclaw.
Ah.
Another year at Hogwarts has come to an end. I hope you all have learned much this year because I certainly feel like I have learned from you. But enough of my blathering. There is a feast to enjoy and a house cup to award. In fourth place, Gryffindor with 682 points. In third, Hufflepuff with 688 points. In second, Slytherin has 691 points. And with 930 points, Ravenclaw. 900. Amazing. Congratulations, Ravenclaw. This year's winner of the House Cup. We did it, Nick. We won the House Cup. Of course we did. Look at this. Year 1 House Cup results. Ravenclaw, 930 points. Great. Yeah, that Gryffindor 4th place. Sad. Next, Year House Cup. Year 1 House Cup. First place rewards. Okay, collect. Now, please enjoy your feast and enjoy your summer holidays. Great. Thank you, Professor Dumbledore. Year 1 complete. Finally. Graduate. Is that your action for graduating?
You make the hardest
Chapter
task
10
look easy.
complete. Year's End. Collect. Year 2 already? Hey, I haven't even collect this. So this is the clock tower, right? Year 2. Is it? Yup, year 2. Your second year begins. Head to the welcome feast. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna continue this year 2 on the next episode, everyone. But before, I want to buy the cat. Like, I eventually have enough diamonds to buy this cat. Amazing. Yeah, I really want a cat. Boy, can I name the cat? Oh, yes, I can. Scrapfoot? What is that name? There's my pet's name. Katie, my cat. Confirm. Yes, it's Katie now. Done. Accept. I have a cat now. Well, we'll continue this year 2 on the next episode, everyone. So, thank you everyone for watching. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and see you guys on the next Hogwarts mystery.